on YouTube? It's your boy, Vernusylph, Alter. Welcome all you back to Who the Frick Says Kuribohs Cannot Win? The show we take a look at ourselves, a Kuriboh deck, and have ourselves an excellent time destroying our enemies. I am your host, and today we're taking a look at Hydralander Kuribohs. That's right, we're doing some orbital bombardments up in here. Summoning out this dude, the Orbital Hydralander, along with some Kuriboh action on the side. It's actually a Kuriboh deck, less focused on Kuribohs, and more on this thing. So we're going to be showing off this Kuriboh build, showing off what it can do, showing how it works. It's a very casual deck, and sometimes that's okay. And that's what we're just going to have ourselves a good time summoning this thing out as often as we can, focusing on this guy. That's what I want to see. So, let's get into the list of the cards, get right into the duels, get right into the action. So, main deck, we've got ourselves 3 of the titular Orbital Hydralander, 1 each of Danger Bigfoot, Thunderbird, Ogopogo, Nessie, 1 Curry Babylon for flavor, 1 Chupacuba, 1 Skilled Brown Magician, we have 1 Danger Tsuchinoko and Jackalope, we have Kinkabayo, 1 each of Kuriboh and Kuribay and Kuriboh and Kuriba and Clear Kuriboh, 1 Danger Mothman, we have 1 Winged Kuriboh, 1 copy performed by Kuriboh, 1 copy Kuribi, 1 Kuriborn, 1 Astral Kuriboh. We have 1 for 1, 2 trade-ins, 1 Card Destruction, 3 Dark World Dealings, 1 Foolish Burial, 1 Monster Reborn, 3 Flute, 1 Call by Grave, 2 Multiply, and a Burial from the Different Dimensions. As to the extra deck, again, we're following the theme of 1 of everything, so 1 Anima, 1 Link Kuriboh, Masquerena, 1 Paraxi Dragon, 1 Unicorn, 1 Blackluster Super Soldier, 1 Access Code Talker, 1 Saryusha, 1 Avermax, 1 Tapaletic Beamer Dragon, 1 Underworld Goddess of Close World, 1 Lyrolist, 1 number 54, 1 Slacker Lady, and 1 Bagusk. As for the side deck, other Kuribohs, things like On Kuriboh, might be nice if you don't want Curry Babylon. And I did have the 5-star, but that's a completely different build where I'm focusing more on level 5s, and that's just same old Kuriboh, so I didn't want to do that. No. This is a different deck, a different day. We're trying something new, and we're going to have a good time with it. So let's go right into the duels on EDO Pro and show what this deck can do. Alrighty, our first opponent, another J, another card game, feeling slightly better today, despite my misdeed of editing last episode. I am feeling good. I'm feeling slightly better, and everything's good. So we're going first. You try to do something different with the Kuribohs, and then the Kuribohs just tell you no, do the same thing. Every gosh forsaken time. But you know what? Sometimes that's what we do. You know? So, we're going to be starting off basic Kuriboh stuff with Multiply, but we've got the options of doing other things, and we're going to do other things. You know? I had ideas with this deck. I could have gone, just 5-star Twilight Turbo with it, but no. Now, we're doing different things. We'll start with old things and go easing into new things. Now, the whole idea of this deck, it really is Orbital Hydralander. That is the idea, the goal. The one thing we want to see happen. And that's why we're playing a lot of 1-ups. If you don't know, Hydralander needs 5 dudes, different names in the grave to do anything with it. That's why everything in the deck's a 1-up. Except for Hydralander himself. So, let me think. Yeah, let's go for Card Destruction. I was really hoping. Let's get Ogopogo. I always get Ogopogo with this, because he's got the biggest booty. Sometimes in life, you just gotta get a big old booty on the board. So we got ourselves a few monsters. Let's see, what can I make from here? Yeah, Blackluster Soldier sounds like a good thing. See, it's different already. I got so many different monster names. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I got 6 different names. So the second I draw Hydralander, I'm good. So you got an idea what this deck's about. Sometimes we get the spam of the links. Not often, but when we do, we do. Cyberdwagon. That could be annoying. Okay, the droplet just makes everything else moot. I was about to say that, Cyber Dragon Infinity can't target these, but then the droplet came down. And all my plans went up in smoke. So this is a Cyber Dragon deck. Alright. Pretty self-explanatory sort of thing. Alright, so basically we just got to wait and see whether we get OTK'd or not. Hard to say. It's possible. But I'm only going to skip ahead to the battle phase, so y'all have to sit through the Cyber Dragon combos or nothing. I can't do anything at the moment, so I'll just skip ahead until it's battle phase. Alrighty, well, I think we might be in a good position here. Yeah, my opponent... Okay. Let me explain what happened while y'all were gone. So my opponent went to Chimera Tech. You kind of figure it's Cyber Dragons. But he also had Cyber Dragon Nova. He had Nova, and thanks to Avermax, I could spin back the Nova. So basically my opponent has rage quit. You know, he couldn't get over the soldier. I was going to be able to beat this over, banish this, and even if this is like the trap to blow stuff up, he can't do much about it. So that's a win. It's not much of a win, though. It's not going to count as a real win unless we go for Orbital Hydralander. That's who we're going to summon. So let's go for duel number 2. Get Orbital Hydralander and Danger. And that's going to be the Dex Duels focus. Just get the Hydralander. That's all I want to see. Alrighty, second opponent. Let's go into it again. I like to go second with this deck, honestly. I don't have any negates or anything, and I'd like that extra draw. So what do we have for a hand? Okay. I mean, it's got cards in it. That's always a good start. It's always nice when your opening hand has cards in it. You know what I'm saying? And let's see. Okay, you don't care about your extra deck that much. This is a... Okay, so this is the actual archetypal deck. I don't know what this deck does on its own. Like, they're mostly just like support for other things, but I presume this is your boss monster. Once activated by opponent resolves control, blah blah blah, negate that effect. Okay, so this is just like a negate. I'm gonna face a monster, pro controls, take control of it. If you do, it becomes Earth. I see. No summoning from extra deck? Could be an issue. Possibly, maybe. Depends on how this goes. Okay, I'm better. I'm like coughing up in here because my opponent's just like, I'll summon a fairy! I'll summon a slightly different fairy! Alright. And then get the field spell. All monsters get 1,000 attack while you control 5 or more Earth monsters. Banishing Venus. Okay. So he seems to have had a pretty decent combo here. I don't know... Let's see. 5 or more. So this doesn't do anything. Can't destroy you with card effects. That's important to remember. Neato. Let's go for Bigfoot. Because Bigfoot is big, and he can't stop it with Goliath. And of course, we discard the Goliath. Or the Bigfoot, I should say. Let's see, does it do anything else? Banish a dude from hand or grave, summon a dude from the deck. I kind of want to blow this up. I can't destroy this. I'll get rid of the Morphage, I think. You can't, like, protect it, I don't think. Oh, you can just summon another one. Okay, that's not a problem. Actually, that makes things simpler. That's totally fine. So, let's just go ahead for the Danger archetype. Alright. Number 2. Dark World Dealings, I don't mind if I do. I'd love to draw more cards and get another monster on the field. I love having lots of monsters on the field, if you don't mind. Alright, so we'll have 3 monsters. Let's go for a 4th monster. And I just remembered I can't summon from the extra deck, but that's fine. I summoned back Bigfoot. He's not so big. Alrighty, so let's beat over the Goliath. That's why my extra deck is free. Is a free. So what does this do again? Doesn't really do much. Bash. Flower buds. Which one's flower buds? Does he have one of those? I don't think he does. Relinquished anima. This is mine now. You can't have it. You weren't good. You're not allowed to have good things. Alright, so that's that. Do I make Saryuja? Or do I just make Excess Code Talker? Ugh. Because I really want to go for Hydralander. But it's like Excess Code Talker. Let's see. This can't be from my effects anyway. So I'm going to keep this in case he can, like, revive it with something. Oh, wait, that's not how that works. Darn. My opponent has many things. Let's be snarky. If he's going to lock me, I'm going to lock him harder. I have a Baguska. I have a Baguska. No monster effects on the field for you. And that'll stop a lot of my opponent's stuff. So, basically what this is meaning, he doesn't have his boss monster. His field spell doesn't do a lot unless he has like a lot of setup, and he has no lockdown now. No more lockdown for my opponent. And my opponent will surrender. Okay. Sounds good to me. Okay, so far, I mean, the deck's working, but where's Hydralander? He's in, I put him at 3, okay? I learned from yesterday's mistake. He's at 3. In deck testing, he was in my hand 9 times out of 10. So let's go for duel 3. We're going to duel until he's in the hand, folks. We're not going to stop until we filmed out frickin' Orbital Hydralander, damn it. Alrighty, the third opponent, the fighting third. And all I want to see is us going second, which is good, and there's my boy. There's my boy right there. I blow you kisses. There you go. So we got our Orbital Hydralander. Very nice. We have a bunch of stuff to send things to the grave. Also, pretty nice. We're up against the Goaty archetype combined with some Mermails. That could be a little tricky depending on how good things go. Although he has Deep Sea Diva, so this could be really bad. That could be potentially bad. Because Mermails are a very combo-y bunch, and I don't have no Nibiru's. I'll have to put Nibiru into, like, the other Orbital Hydralander deck that's coming up for the Yu-Gi-Oh! Month of Madness. Well, I'll tell Memphis to do that. That's his thing, but, you know. The other Orbital Hydralander deck is going to be way crazier than this one. It's going to have all sorts of crazy stuff in it. So, I think I'm just going to skip ahead until this guy's done, because I have a feeling he's just going to kind of go for a while until, the end of time. No! Alrighty, so my opponent made this godforsaken thing. I don't know what the hell it is. But it's beefy and it can blanket banish stuff, which is not good. Not very good at all. Let me think about this. This is a hard situation for my people. If I have to discard Orbital Hydralander, that would stink. Let's go for Dark World Dealings to start. Let's see where that goes. Just kind of ease into the situation. Man, the new decks and the crazy nonsense they get to have. Let me tell you. Okay, another Orbital Hydralander. Let's ditch Nessie. I'm gonna play Snarky here. Little Snarky. So use Nessie. And at any point he can make this thing like indestructible by stuff. So just gotta be careful about that. So let's add to the hand. If I add Bigfoot, maybe. Alright. Playing dangerous. So, we're gonna live life dangerously. That's what you gotta do sometimes. Don't even worry about winning or losing. Just go whole hog in there. Ignore your opponent's big screw-off boss monster. I don't care about that nonsense. I don't care about that at all. Alright, well now we just got like a bunch of these. How many monsters in the grave? 2. It's not enough, man. It's not enough. Let's go for Danger Mothman. Come on, Mothman. Do your thing. Alright, so now he's using this so he can't be destroyed by stuff. Again, moderately annoying. We'll see how it goes. I mean, I can still beat over it in battle, right? Alright, can't be destroyed or banished by card effects. Does it have any other... If a card is banished by opponent's card effects... This has no protection other than from card effects. Gotcha. 1, 2... Still don't have enough. I think I can have enough, though, if I go for Dark World Dealing. If I discard Ogopogo, Ogopogo goes off. What does this do? What does this do? Send a level 5 high water from deck to the grave, add a water monster from grave to hand to the special summon, blah 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 blah, blee 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 blee. I don't know what the hell it does, it's an ice barrier reference. I don't care for it. Although I would honestly kind of prefer ice barriers to whatever this guy is doing. Low key, would prefer. So what are you adding? You get to add a level 5 or higher, dude. Or you send one to the grave and then add one. Waters don't have an honest, right? Interesting. Okay, so let's send... Oh, they're all so good. Everybody's so good. Orbital Hydralander. Orbital Hydralander, man. So I can't destroy this by card effect. So let's activate Orbital Hydralander, mill 3, blow at this thing, whatever that does. Then, running low on time, which you need to pay attention to, go for Snake. He's like Solid Snake, but with fundamental differences. So let's just go ahead and battle phase. Speed over this, because I think I'm allowed to do that. Yes, I am. Alrighty. We're good! And you know what's even better? If you may have noticed, I milled Kuriboh. So all of it, see, there's the synergy. Kuriboh is in the graveyard. There's at least one other Kuriboh, I'm sure. Right? I'm sure there is, somewhere. Over that damn rainbow. Let's see, yeah, there's another Kuriboh. How many Kuribohs are in the graveyard? There's 3 of them. Plenty. Alright, we'll end our turn. End our turn and see where it goes. I've got a quick effect, blow up a card by milling 3 cards, and I can make Unicorn. So it's something. So, really, you know, this is the culmination of what we're trying to do. Just summon Orbital Hydralander. That's what I want to see. It's what I want to do. Okay? I'm happy with it. Are you at home happy? You got a big smile? Big smile on face? I need a new mask. This thing's ripping apart. It's ripping apart. What can I say? I'm obviously supposed to have lips. Lips are inferior. What's my opponent doing? I wasn't paying attention. He banished this thing. So he sent... What does this do? This card summon, target a banished monster, summon in defense. Banish a fish from the hand. Okay, that's when it's on the field, though. Okay, so he's doing something. I don't know what it is, but he's doing something. But I got 2 interrupts. One that sets up a GY. Discard this card in a water monster. Look opponent's hand, banish a card from their hand face up till the end. Oh, no. You'll stop my Unicorn. That's mildly annoying. I mean, I guess that stops Unicorn. That's one less thing I can do. And then he gets to... I presume add Atlantean Princely Man to the hand, or... What's the other one? Deep Sea Diva? Darn it, if only I had one more card in my hand. Oh well. Send to the grave, Edward wants to make a point, banish a card from their hand. I don't have a hand. Let's see, banish 2 fish. Banish it when it leaves the field. Huh. Okay. This card's banished. Banish a fish from the grave. Add this card to the hand. Fascinating. I presume this is the part where he banishes, like, his goatee monster, so this is just, I think that's fine. It's just, like, when it leaves the field. You still have to make it end. Let's see. I think I'm okay, right? No. And yes. Mill 3, blow it up. I'm too smart for you, Fish Boy. Oh no, Fish Boy's doing something. What does this do? Oh, it does nothing in the face of Hydralander. Yes! Victory for the righteous. And hey, how many Kuribohs did we end up with in the graveyard? Another one. It's so many Kuribohs in the graveyard. So, the synergy, she was muy perfecto. So, let's go for one more. I think this is quick enough. Let's just do one more for flavor. And I promise I won't screw up the edits, so it won't be an hour long. So let's go for one more duel. Alright, to the fourth and final opponent. It's up against the Bruno Bucciarati. My favorite JoJo character. I love the part where he posed. Yeah, he did that right. That's like JoJo. Everybody in JoJo poses, right? Damn it, why is this glued to my hand? Why is my hand glued to my hand? This is ridiculous. I don't want to do this anymore. I just want more of my boy. Did he just normal summon Axe off an attack? Okay. I was about to say, why would you do that? And the answer, because that's literally all he can do. Frame large. I see, so it's one of our situations. Alright. Normally, if you want to beat up frames, my advice, just slow the game down and just set everything forever. But I don't think we're going to have that option. Also, he negated my spell. I should have summoned Skilled Magician after all. I thought I could get away with not doing that, but I was wrong. Alright, so let's go for Ogopogo. Damn it, Ogopogo! You piece of garbage. I mean, you put a body in the grave, and I appreciate it. I kind of needed you on the board. At least Fat Snake is useful for that. Fat Snake never fails me, so 1, 2, 3, 4... can I make anything cool? Let's see. Does this have an upwards arrow? No, it does not. The tried and true method, I suppose. And then we special summon Orbital Hydralander. So what's this do? Face of Psychic is banish while this card is monster. I think I just want to blow it all up. Unless I'm mistaken. Oh look, there's Kuriboh. Right where I can't use him. It's okay. It's fine. Everything's fine, okay? Everything's fine. I don't have a coffee cup on me, but if I had a coffee cup on me, everything would be fine, okay? Man, Psyframes, I've not seen them in forever. I thought every Psyframe player just jumped off a ledge one day. That's a bit too dark. That's all I meant. I'm not talking like that. No, don't cancel me, please. My channel won't survive if I'm canceled. Or maybe it'll get better. I mean, more people would show up. Maybe later. We'll talk about that later. How's that sound? Okay. So anyway, my opponent's playing Psyframes, and that's a pretty awful archetype considering that they rarely run the one for offense. And even if he is, he's only got 2 cards in the hand. So it's like, what are the odds that he's playing that much? Even if he's playing it, what are the odds that he draws into the darn thing? Very low. Like, the spell one makes sense. The monster effect one makes sense. You should always at least run one of the battle one. Considering that it's, you know, the battle one. What's he gonna do? Psyframes don't he can't normal summon any of his monsters. He can't set them either. That's the weakness of Psyframes. Like, in the old days, all you would do is set a monster and pass, and then next turn flip summon, and then attack. Because so few Cypher players play the battle one, that would work. Like, no joke. Nowadays, who knows? Special summon another one? Why not? Oh wait, isn't there one for summons? There probably is. I'll give it a risk. I'll risk it for a biscuit. I like biscuits. Do you like biscuits? Comment in below if you like biscuits. Okay, so let's just add stuff. I thought he blew stuff up, but no, he does not. He does not do anything on the charge. Alright. I think I'm okay. Okay, this adds a side frame card, though, so I do need to be careful of that part. I mean, again, the only one that matters in this situation would be the one for battle, which I believe is Beta? I think. It's not Gamma, that's the monster effect one. Delta is... Yeah, so it's gotta be Beta, right? And then Epsilon is the trap one. So, yeah, basically you can summon two things, add a card, and I think that's all this does. Yes, and he gets the field spell, which will be too little too late to save my opponent's balls. I hope you enjoyed having balls, young man, because I'm about to rip them off. Because this ain't a hard once per turn at all. It's a softie. Each of them can do the thing. Alright, so is that going to be game, though? Does he have Beta? I think he might. He is waiting. That or he's waiting to leave some sick burn on me. Could go either way. I would appreciate it if he would start swearing at me, because then that means I did my job. Okay, he is playing Beta. So this card from the hand. Destroy the attacking monster. Oh, and it ends the battle phase. Ouch. I mean, those get banished. But, like, he does have the field spell now. So this does get risky. Return them to the grave. Summon a Swinkro monster. Does that mean Zeta or Omega? Omega I can do. I think Zeta has a negate, but I can't remember. I have not played against Cyphers in so long. I cannot remember all of the effects. This doesn't do anything, right? Unless he does a thing. So I'm pretty fine. So 3, 38, 39, 40, 41. Yeah. So unless he has another Beta... Shoot, I misclicked. I did not mean to... Okay, I mean, it worked, but I literally missed. I did not mean to do that. I was not aiming to bait out anything. I was not trying to do that. Okay, so my opponent's left with 100 life points. He can't summon anything unless I do something. Barring him having raw sphere mode for whatever ungodly reason, I think we're golden. Like, if you look at this mighty board we have with our Orbital Hydralander, mainstay of our deck, I don't see us losing this unless I'm just, like, wrong. I could be as wrong dong as possible. I'm pretty sure I'm not. Let me check. Wrong dong? Are you wrong? Nope. Nope. Very immediate no on that one. Very immediate no on that one. Alrighty. Okay, he did draw something. I mean, he's Bruno Bucciarati. He might unzip his pants and some, like, side frame pops out of his pants. I can imagine that happening. I can imagine that. I mean, it's JoJo. Weirder things have happened to JoJo. So many weirder things. So many I can't even name any. I can't even give an example because there's too many examples. Too many examples, man. The dog, what was his stand? What was it? Alright, so my opponent's thinking. He's thinking. I don't know what he's thinking about. Like, half his cards don't do anything unless I do something, so. Unless he drew something pretty busted. Like, even if he gets a trap, I can just wait until the end phase and blow it up. The field spell doesn't do anything unless he has, like, more stuff. What? Brain Research Lab. Pay life points. If you pay an amount light, not greater than your light points. Oh. I mean, maybe there was a cool tech there. I don't know what this card does. It's really old. Normal summon a psychic, condition to your psychic, summon, place psychic counter. I don't know what this is for. Anyway, there's another win off Orbital Hydralander's power. So let's go for the end screen before we screw ourselves over. Alrighty, everybody. Orbital Hydralander Kuribohs technically got 4 wins, but we're only counting half of those because only Duels with Hydralander will count today. You might ask why, and that's because that was the whole idea of this deck, is to summon Orbital Hydralander. You know? That was the plan, that's what we're doing. And yes, we beat up everybody, but only half of that was off Hydralander. The rest was just standard Kuriboh fare, which I always like. But, you know, the whole idea was this boy. So, it's all about Hydralander today. It's all on Hydralander, so that's what I'm doing. You know what? Actually, that's a stupid idea. We got 4 wins, basically. We got 4 wins, 2 of them off Orbital Hydralander. It all works out in the end. So I hope everybody at home enjoyed seeing this deck. I enjoyed playing this deck. It worked alarmingly better than I feared it would, considering we got a whole bunch of 1-ofs, and we need a lot of setup to do anything with our usual Kuribohs. But somehow still, this card is glued to my hand. So, hope everybody enjoyed today. I don't know what the next Kuriboh vid will be. We are going to have to schedule for next week streams and stuff and streams. So stay tuned for that. And your boy Memphis is going to go edit this video properly this time. So hoping to see you guys next time onto the tube. If you do like this show, don't forget to hit the like button to let me know you like it. And subscribe. Help us get to 6 million subscribers by the end of the year. Just do it. Just spread it all over the place. Go do it. Go now. Go.